I need you to start me off.
Okay, tell everyone what's happening now.
I don't really know. We're putting some sort of carp on the back door and we're replacing this, whatever this is, because it's, as you see, it's pretty much like cardboard. We're replacing that with some plywood, and we've got insulation beneath it. Put plywood, and then we're gonna put some sort of carpeting over the door just so it's a bit more cozy inside. But we're just trying to get this off, and we need it for a template, so we can't just be savages.
Yeah, these rivets here are pretty difficult to get off without destroying, so I think once we get it done, we're just gonna put in some self-tapping screws through these holes that are already existing. So we've got a template here, and then we'll draw the other one out here. Knife comes in handy in case anyone's wondering why I've got it. So I've been pushing this wee bit in, so I think that helps. And then
Woo! Okay, that one just came straight out. Oh well, on to the next one.
God knows where that went.
Yeah, I mean it broke in half, but that's okay. Oh, that didn't work. Bit of it's still in there.
Ow! We'll get it out when we take the bit off.
And the same again.
Success!
Not quite, but almost. And this is what we're planning to line the walls with, just so that they're a bit more cosy than lying against wood.
30 by 50. Sorry. 30 by 55.
Okay, good. Yeah, sorry. We had measured it when we came in to cut it, and then we forgot the measurements by the time we got back in, so that was a bit embarrassing. But we'll see how this goes. Well, this one's got less bits to worry about because that one's got the handle.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll start with the easy one.
Okay, so is this the fluffy side? Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
so we're gonna spray the door, and then we'll hold this up to it and stick it on.
But yeah, this bit, so now we've got insulation in behind here and new plywood, so hopefully that'll be a bit better as well.
Starting to get quite dark now. We've made a good bit of progress, but we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to do the next door, which is the wee bit trickier one.
The before and the after. Almost.
Almost, yeah. But I'd say we've done a good job.
Got Linda in charge of the scissors because I just had a bit of an incident and cut
Twice.
my fingertips off, so. We were driving back when we first got the van. Basically we thought it was breaking down, it was just completely losing power. That happened a couple of times, so we got it back to Edinburgh, it was all fine. But then that seems to have happened a couple of times since, but it does seem to, you just turn off the engine, turn it back on, and it seems to work. So that's actually, believe it or not the biggest issue. But we've also, sometimes our indicators stop working. So last time it happened, car lost power while I was on a roundabout, which was not ideal, and the hazards wouldn't come on because it's obviously related to the indicator. So we're currently trying to sort out what that might be. So currently Ryan's just taking apart the whole front of the van. I don't really know what he's hoping to find, but we're hoping that it is an easy fix rather than a big electrical fault, so we might find out.
It's one of these,
right?
from my great mechanical expertise.
To make things more difficult, as it's an intermittent issue, the indicators weren't working when we were last using it, and then we turned it on this morning and they are working, so I don't really know how we're going to tell if we fix it or not until it happens or doesn't again.
Yeah, so this is the only two that there is, so if it is one of these, at least we know that's where they go.
Right.
At least we know these parts exist on the van now, great.
Well, these are only like £8 or something to
Right.
buy.
Just make sure you don't knock anything out of place.
I'm going to put them back in. Did this one go to the far end? Yeah, it's great.
Well, I mean, I'd like to say I think we've fixed it, but When we turned on the car 10 minutes ago, it was also working, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Does anyone know what this cable might... I mean, it's never been plugged in.
Really?
But what would that plug
I would be
into?
thinking that it needed to go somewhere. Does it not attach to, like, what's that white thing? You think that just hangs?
Yeah, it always did. I do the tough jobs, don't I?
I started. Just got a slightly different size brush.
Yeah. So Heather's doing the little trimming bits today.
Can I clarify that I'm left-handed, so don't be expecting too much. Using right-handed scissors, so I'm going to have to use my right hand. And I've taken my gloves off today because I just kept cutting my gloves yesterday.
Yeah, you've ended up with no gloves.
So I thought I'll start without them, but if I cut my finger off, I'll put them back on. It's better a glove finger than my actual finger.
Okay, Heather's just finishing off the intricate parts of the back left door. And I'm going to try and take off this cardboard panel thing and see if we can manage to slide any insulation behind it before we carpet this door with the sound deadening and everything on it. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I've removed this covering and found some sort of vapor barrier thing here. The only issue is if I take it off, I'm pretty much ruining it, and then I'd have to insulate behind it and the gaps that you can see, and then put another vapor barrier over the top. Although I'm not sure, this looks quite official. I'm not sure if it's a wise idea to rip it off or not. Heather doesn't think so anyway.
Don't know, it just makes me nervous. I think there's a reason that there's a more sturdy thing in place in that door than there is in elsewhere in the van.
So what are you doing here, Heather?
Trying to cover up some mistakes. No, we're putting hammerite, just obviously we needed to keep a bit of metal on show so that we could put magnets on for like doing a little like blackout curtain blind thing on the back here. So, but obviously because the van's white and this is dark grey and then the seal's black, apart from the bits that we've got with glue, we thought we'd put some black hammerite on it and then it would just help it blend in a wee bit. So I'm sure it will look much better from a distance very soon.
Yeah, that compared to that.
It'll look